remember seeing Kate for the very first time. Beep boop, beep boop on the nose. Hello, everybody. Hello. Sorry. Hello, everybody. I am May Flowers, and welcome to today's video. This is my beautiful fiance / love of my life, Kate Flowers.
What's up, guys?
In today's video, we are going to tell you all about how we met and fell in love. It's funny, I just realized that we actually met 6 years ago on February 19th. I remember the day.
Oh my gosh, it's
specifically.
like 2 days from today.
Yeah, we didn't actually start dating till April, but we met in February.
Oh, we started dating before April, but we weren't official.
Official, yeah, no, we were seeing each other. All right, on with it. I remember it was a cold, crisp February evening. 2 weeks before I met Kate, my partner at the time had broken up with me and left me very heartbroken and devastated. However, my friend Kat, who lived in Queens, was throwing a birthday party and invited me. So with much hesitation, because I was heartbroken, I decided to go. Now jumping 2 weeks forward, February 19th, 2011.
2011! Throwback!
Throwing it back. I lived on Long Island, so we had to take the LIRR. For those of you who don't know what the LIRR is, it's the Long Island Railroad. And you take that into Manhattan or New York City. So on the way to the train station, I picked up my friend Alex. But I was so depressed and heartbroken, I really couldn't see myself going. I picked him up and I was like, dude, I don't know if I can go. I don't know if I can do this. And he's like, no, man, like, we're gonna go out. It's gonna be great. Like, you need this. Like, so I was like, I don't know. I just need to call my mom. So we're sitting in my car in front of his house, and I call my mom, and mom's like, Mimi, what are you doing? She's like, it's gonna be okay. Just go to the party and have a good time. Don't worry about your ex-girlfriend and what she's doing. I was like, all right, let's go. It's about a 45-minute train ride to the city, or maybe like an hour, I forget, it's been a while. We arrive in Queens, and it's about a 5-10 minute walk to their apartment, and we got a little lost. Anyway,
It was not a 5 or 10 minute walk. The train stop was like right there.
It's
the apartment. It's like 1 block.
It
it's
is
like
so not
it's
1 block.
Kat,
oh my god.
If you're watching this, you need to comment down below, because we all know that you can see the train from my apartment.
You're talking about the subway. I'm talking about getting off at Jamaica. Not Jamaica. Yeah, it's Jamaica stop. Woodside. No, it's Woodside. The Woodside stop. It is a lot more. It's not. Okay. That's the subway. We're talking about the LIRR. Okay. Get it right.
Okay, so whatever. She's taking forever to tell the story. She gets
I'm
off
trying to give all the specifics.
Train, and she's walking to the apartment. It doesn't matter how long it took her. She's walking there. And
me and Alex. And then we're coming down this hill, and at the bottom of the hill is a restaurant that's on the corner. And there's a big window, and they were seated right in front of the window. So when we got to the restaurant, they were like finishing up. Our friend Kat came out to greet us. She gave us a big hug, and our friend Kat walked us to her apartment, which is only like 2 buildings away from where they were at the restaurant. So we're hanging out in Kat's apartment when a little while later, Kate comes in the door, and I was like on my knees. I think I was tying my shoes when you walked in the door, right? And you just like, I was right by the door, and you just like stuck your little hand out. It was so cute, and you're like, hey, I'm Kate, nice to meet you. And I was like, oh. It's like, hey, you don't know this yet, but I'm gonna marry you someday. I won't ever forget the first time I saw Kate. Dreamweaver, I believe it can get me through the night. Seriously, like drop dead dream girl kind of status. Honestly, I really had those thoughts that night. I was like, oh my god, I don't know who this girl is or who she's dating, but I'm gonna marry her someday. Anyway, that night we went out and did karaoke, and she was kind of like pseudo with this other girl. I just remember I kept staring at her all night. Yeah, I remember we went out to a bar, and then everybody went back to Kat's house afterwards.
I lived next door. I was Kat's next door neighbor. We lived in the same apartment complex. So Kat was right next door, and her and Alex were staying there that night of Kat's party. Now, mind you, like, on my perspective here, like, okay, I'd heard about her a couple times because we'd had mutual friends for like the last like 4 years before that, but we'd never met.
Yes.
So I kind of knew who she was, but like I didn't have a whole lot of thoughts about it other than like, oh, that must be her, and like now we're meeting, like cool, you know? But I wasn't like thinking really anything else. I was just going on about my night. At the time we were drinking, so I was just drinking and thinking about that probably. But then she stayed that night, and the next day we all hung out again. And we weren't out at a bar or a karaoke place this time.
No, we were all just together at Kat's apartment, just having like intimate friend conversations and talking about music, and I was apparently making everybody laugh.
She was. She's making everybody laugh. I mean, she does that, you know. I said, do you want to come see my room? Because I live next door. Like, do you want to come see my apartment? Do you want to come, like, see my place? Like, to her, I said that.
Right.
And
I remember that.
She was, like, laying on the bed, like, at the time, like, we were smoking weed. So, like, I don't know. We were probably, like, high or whatever. And she had, like, her cap kind of over her face. And I asked her, and her friend Alex was like, dude, like, go. What are you doing?
Yeah, I remember like a couple of times throughout that day you were like something my room, but like I didn't want to overstep my boundaries and was just like, oh, she wants me to go see her room, let me go. And then finally the last time you asked me, I was laying on the bed and my friend Alex was like, dude, like go see her room. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's like a clue for me to go see her room.
Yeah, I just wanted to like show her my apartment, and like we'd kind of been talking throughout the day, and she'd been playing these songs that she really liked, and it got me to see kind of a different side of her that I hadn't seen yet, and it was intriguing to me, and I loved her love for music and her ambition and her creativity and stuff. So that was all super intriguing to me. I'm the kind of person, like, I like talent, I like creativity. So I just was like, hey, come see my apartment, you know, like I'm right next door. And so she finally came over, took all freaking day.
Yeah.
And then she saw some point shoes that I had, some ballet shoes that I had in my room, and she was like, oh my God, like, are you a dancer? And as you guys know, I haven't danced for a long time, but at the time I wasn't really dancing, but I still said yes because once a dancer, always a dancer. We just kind of hung out and like got to know each other a little bit more, just had some conversation, and then I remember her saying something.
Oh my God,
like, I
forgot about this. This is so
the best
cute.
part.
Yeah.
I remember her saying something about this girl that I had been kind of like hanging out with the night before, and she said something about this girl, and I was like, oh, like, we're not together. And her little face was like, what? Like,
No, I was just like, I just played it cool. I was like, oh, okay.
you did not play it that
I did too,
cool.
because you started like walking out of the room at that point, so I was like behind
felt you. I felt you. It was like, you said something. You even said something like,
yeah, I did say something.
so
I was
wait,
like,
you're single?
oh yeah, that's right. I was like, so wait, you're single?
Yeah.
Just like the perfect timing.
Trying to play it cool, but she did not play it that cool, you guys. It was cute. I could tell she was like kind of excited.
I was really excited. I definitely was. It's kind of hard to like hide that excitement. I remember being like, you know, this silence and space between words was like louder than what I was actually saying. So wait, you're single?
Yeah. It
That
was
kind
really
of-
obvious.
that kind
It
of
was
thing.
cute and obvious. So she left that night, and then I, like, right away, being the Facebook stalker that I am, found her on Facebook and looked through all her old pictures and like saw these pictures of her with like long,
locks.
gorgeous curly hair. And like she looked like this totally different person. I was like, oh my gosh, like that is like my dream girl right there, you know? And so I wrote her a message, and I don't even remember what I said, but
You gave me your phone number.
I sent her my phone number because I knew she was coming back the next weekend. And then like maybe a few hours later or the next day, I can't remember, but she messaged me and we talked a little bit, and she told me she was coming out that weekend, which I already knew because I was friends with Kat, and Kat told me. And by the end of the conversation, she's like, so, you know, can I have your number, or, you know, can we talk via text or something? And I was like, oh, like, I already sent it to you.
She gave me her number. I didn't even have to ask for that.
And the rest is pretty much history. We started texting every day. We went on our first date the next weekend, and we dated for a few months, and then we were official.
Yeah. And then we were official.
April.
We hung out that
But
weekend.
we were like exclusive ever since that one week. You know, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
We met,
That
and
was
it was
it.
like
I was
game
like,
over.
this
And
is-
now, 6 years later,
6 years later.
we're still together.
Yeah, we're still together. I'm the luckiest girl in the whole world.
Love you.
I love you so much. And that is how I met the love of my life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Do it now. All right, guys, love you. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day, and I will see you guys next time.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, for the very first time.